Okay, so people oftentimes are like, okay, day 6, Young K speaks English, and so for people who aren't very familiar with you, you lived in Canada for a while, right?
Yeah, for about 4 years.
How old were you then?
From grade 7 to grade 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was it you and your family went for a few years, or?
No, actually, after grade 6, after I graduated elementary school in Korea, I realized I want to study abroad. So I went to a boarding school first.
Oh, okay.
And then the next year, I started going to public school.
Okay.
So I guess I lived alone in Canada.
Wait, as a kid, you're just there by yourself?
Yeah. It's like a yu학생.
Oh,
yeah.
But at that age?
Yeah.
Wait, did you have like a host family? Or like
I did.
Okay. Was your host family like Canadian people, or were they like
Korean Canadian?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what brought you back to Korea? Were you like, I don't want to finish school here?
No, I wanted to actually. I loved Canada.
Okay.
But back then, it was when K-pop was trending like worldwide. You know, there were groups like Super Junior, 2PM, and like Big Bang. And also, it was then when YouTube started trending too. So we wanted to do something like K-pop covers. We shot some music videos, like homemade, handmade.
Yeah. Who is we?
Oh, me and my friends, like three people.
Okay.
And then we had 2 more members. So we started kind of like a band.
Okay.
It was called Kiss Me Ever So Softly.
Kiss me ever so softly.
Yeah, that's how you say it.
Kiss me ever so softly.
That's why we call it K-Mess.
Okay, K-Mess. All right.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay, so you had a group of 5 people.
So I had a band and we started going live sessions.
Yeah.
Like, we started posting videos. One day I was looking up on Korean sites. A banner came up saying UCC 공모전, which is like
user-generated content, like application kind of thing, right?
I had videos, so I posted them. And it was from JYP. That's how I auditioned.
Okay.
And then they said they liked the video. I didn't have a Korean number. So I put my dad's number in. I didn't know I was going to get in. You know, it's JYP.
Right.
For me, from Canada, it was like a huge company.
Right.
So definitely I thought I had no chance.
So you're in high school right now, right?
Yeah, I was in grade 9.
Okay.
And then they said, we like your video. Please post more, to my dad's phone. So my dad called me and he's like, did you do something with JYP? I'm like, what do you mean? Because I forgot about it. It was like a month later.
Right.
And then they asked for more videos. I'm like, what? They said they're having a 본선 in Cheongdam.
Right. The original JYP building. Yeah.
And then I said, oh, I can't go there. Because I'm
in Canada.
Yeah, I'm in Canada. I was writing the email. While I was writing the email, something popped up saying I got a mail from like at jype.com or something. So I clicked it and then it said, I noticed you're applying from Canada and we are going to Canada to see you.
Wow.
They said it like that.
But they were having an audition there or something?
They were having a global
audition?
casting.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got to audition for the thing.
Nice.
And came back to Korea.
Man, were you, as soon as you got it, you're like, I'm doing it. And your parents were okay with it?
Yeah. They wanted me to go to university first. They wanted me to like study and do music as a hobby if I ever wanted to.
Right.
After I get into university, they were like, you know, you can do whatever. But back then when I was doing YouTube, my grandparents asked my parents, what are you going to say if your son wants to do this kind of thing? I specifically remember my dad saying, I don't think I can let him do it unless it's like a company like JYP. He said it like a year before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I forgot about it. And because it's JYP, they were super cool with it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool story.
Destiny.
That is destiny. So you came to Korea, and then did you become a 연습생, trainee?
Yeah,
right?
trainee right away.
And you did that for how many years?
About 6 years.
Wow. 6 years. Did you did the dance, 안무 and everything?
Yep.
I was like going through your biography.
Oh.
The thing about Young K, if you guys don't know, this dude like raps and sings and writes music and plays instruments. And because you were trained, you probably dance too.
Yeah.
So you literally do everything.
Not too well, but
but better than me.
Try.
So it's good.
Yeah.
It's great. When you became a trainee, was it like, I want to be this type of artist? Did you want to be in a band or did you
Definitely not. No, because, when you're coming into JYP, you don't naturally think that you're going to become a part of a band.
Right.
More like a boy band.
Right. You think maybe 2 p.m. or 2 a.m.
Yeah, of course. I wanted to be like
2 p.m.
2 p.m. a dance group.
Okay. So you wanted to be 2 p.m. You end up becoming a band. What was your initial reaction to that? Like, you're going to be in a band?
You know how GOT7's crazy in acrobatics?
Yeah, they flip around everything.
Before the group was even considered, they taught all people all dancing. So even Seongjin and Wonpil learned all this thing called 기본 안무.
So Day6 could secretly have a full 안무 breakdown on stage if you wanted.
The reason why band was created Seongjin has his own way of expressing music. It's a different genre.
Okay. All right.
Just like how his vocal is crazy, his dance is also,
special.
Special. Very special.
Yeah. Okay. And so then they're like, we have some great, talented kids. We can't have multiple groups just flipping.
Yeah.
Let's put together a band.
Now it's Day6, but back then it was a band group. And I wasn't in the original band. Remember?
Oh.
Yeah. So I was flipping around. Actually, I wasn't really glad. No, I was terrible at it.
At flipping?
Yeah. So they even told me one day and they were like, you know how important it is to flip around? No. How important it is to do acrobatics in JYP? Because, 2 p.m. is really good at it. And there are kids who are
just gymnasts.
Yeah. They can literally just walk on wall and do flips. I actually started acrobatics lessons with them, the very first lesson. And you see a kid who's doing all that and me just failing at cartwheel. And there's this thing called 월말평가. You see this kid doing cartwheel and failing at it. And they tell me, you know how important it is. So, if you're not good at it, we might have to say goodbye to you. So from then on, every night I put out a mat and I try to do a backflip. Every night I had loud music like EDM or hip hop trying to give me courage.
Trying to give me look, I understand you because the image of me doing a backflip means I'm gonna break my neck.
Exactly.
You need courage.
You land on your neck.
Yeah, you gotta kill yourself if you're not good. So I understand.
I landed on my neck for 3 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
And then one day I nailed it.
Oh.
Once. What is this? And then I tried again and it worked. So I tried it several times and it worked. So the next day, because it was I think around 4 a.m.
Oh, wow.
So the next morning, I go to the office and tell them, I have something to say to you. And then they're like, oh, we have something to say to you too. and then, you go first. So I said, I nailed backflip. Watch me. And they're like, oh, that's really good for you. But we have a news for you. You're part of a band.
Oh,
congratulations.
Man. Oh, man.
Yay!
Oh, man.
I will never forget that.
That's a great story. What did you say to that? You're just
I'm part of a group now, so thank you so much. But it was just the timing.
Right. Oh, man. That's hilarious. You work that hard. You build yourself up. You're working till 4 a.m. every night. You do it. And then oh, sorry. It was for nothing.
Well, no, because actually that experience was super valuable for me. Because for me, nothing was too scary in my life. I never felt that much fear other than flipping around. Being on air or in the air with my feet facing the ceiling.
It's terrifying.
Yeah. But the fact that I overcame it was if I can overcome this, I think I'll be able to overcome anything.
Yeah.
From then on, no challenge was too scary for me.
That's cool. That's all from a backflip.
Yeah, all from a backflip.